Should you upgrade to the new iPhone 14 or 14 Pro? Should you? Roll intro. What's up everybody, my name is Lau and welcome to the Tea House channel. Today we're going to be talking about something I've been waiting to talk about for a while, probably a little late on the topic, but again, here goes nothing. The iPhone 14 Pro and whether or not you should upgrade. Keep in mind, this video is targeted towards the average Joes and basic Betties out there and who use their phone to complete normal day-to-day tasks, as opposed to, you know, the nerds out there such as myself who like really push their phones to the absolute limit as far as like using it for content creation and whatnot, and like a real, you know, real into the specs of everything, and you know, use their phone to the absolute capabilities to perform like some of the most crazy mundane tasks that look, at least it looks that way to the normal average day user, to just use their phone to basically, you know, call, make text messages, maybe play games and things like that. And yeah, again, this is more for them. I'm going to do a more in-depth review later down the line, but as for right now, this is just, again, just a very basic video, just whether or not, just trying to let you know if you should upgrade to the iPhone 14 or you should keep your current phone. Real quick before we start the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, share this video to anyone who might be making it kind of caught up in this whole debacle of whether or not they should upgrade or not. Again, every little bit of support helps the channel go a lot further, and again, my ultimate goal for this channel is to build a community of like-minded individuals who just love tech, and again, tech for the everyday people and those who are, again, looking to upgrade and get something just a little bit better than they have right now. So again, make sure you click that button, turn on notifications, and let's get right into the video. When upgrading, there are three things I like to keep in mind, three questions I want to ask, so that'll help me validate whether or not that I truly need to upgrade or not. So basically, is the need to upgrade coming from a want or a need? Two, again, complacency versus future-proofing, meaning am I just, you know, am I completely fine with what I have right now, or am I upgrading for something to come down the line, making sure, because like whether a feature that's coming out on the iPhone 15 or 14 or whatever the case may be, let's say you have the 8 or 10 or 12 or whatever, and you're like, man, in order to me to keep up with my current workload or whatever, or, you know, I'm going to have something with that looks a lot more smoother, beautiful resolution, take better pictures, and I know the next model coming out is going to have much better cameras, just like it did from the 13 to the 14. The 14 having I think a 40 something megapixel camera, whatever. That's, you know what I mean, you want to take better pictures, you use your phone to take pictures all the time. Maybe that's example of future proofing. And also, again, what model are you currently using? So what model are you currently using? Is this a want or a need? And complacency versus future proofing. When it comes to the iPhone 13, iPhone 14, I'm sorry, but I love my iPhone 13 Pro. It literally does everything that I need it to do and then some. And again, when used in conjunction with things like the Apple AirPods Pro, the Apple Watch Series 7 or Series 8, and on top of that, the iPad Pro and the MacBook 16-inch, MacBook Air, whatever you're using, whatever MacBook you're using, it just creates such an amazing, and especially with the apps, it just creates an amazing aesthetic across all devices. And using apps with these, it creates a seamless, the switch is almost seamless, you know. And on top of that, iPhone 6, I believe, yeah, iPhone 6 or iPhone 8, that's bad. Yeah, but if you're using something like the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 8 and whatnot, and you have, it's more, you have more of an incentive. Think about where Apple was 4 or 5 years ago with their devices. These look like two totally different phones. As like, hold on, let me, just so I can, I'm just gonna take off the case real quick. So, again, look at that, and look at that, two completely different phones. So, again, so not only would, if you're one of the people out there who are using an iPhone 8 or iPhone 10, 6, any of those, going over here, this is a much older model. You know, the casing and whatnot, everything is much older on this device, as opposed to where it's adopted kind of, I don't want to say this is a whole brand new type of look, because again, this look outside of the camera bump is pretty much the whole iPhone 4 look, iPhone 4, iPhone 5 type of look, but a little bit more rounded corners and whatnot. It's kind of a hybrid between this and the iPhone 4 case put together, add a camera bump on it, and this is what you get. So again, if what you have is not suitable, it's your phone, whether your current phone screen is cracked and damaged and it's on its last leg and you're looking for an upgrade, me personally, yes, upgrade. Go ahead, stop walking around and cutting your finger on the screen every time you're trying to unlock your phone. Just go ahead, spend the money. I promise you, you got nothing to lose. Now, let's say you're coming from an Android. I want to also talk to you guys out there. I recently switched to Apple and whatnot because again, I had the MacBook, the iPad Pro, but I also had Samsung as the S21 Ultra, and I had the with the Galaxy smartwatch and Galaxy Buds. So I was kind of like in both ecosystems. For me, I was using the Galaxy and Apple ecosystems, and that hindered me as a creator. And as a graphic designer, it hindered the process completely when it came to the transfer of content and applications and work and files, because again, these are two completely different ecosystems. You're from Apple to Android, whereas I completely switched over to Apple, and now I'm able to seamlessly access any file, photo, video across any of these three mediums. And even some of my photos I can access on my smartwatch, which is crazy because again, and again, I'm just gonna put this out there too. The Apple Watch is better than the Galaxy Watch. It looks better, feels better, they have better smart bands, and again, this is in my opinion, but it's such a bold and beautiful looking watch. Like, I cannot leave home without it. It is now integrated a part of my everyday use. So yeah, this is my definitely EDC level. This is EDC carry, must have. But back to the thing. Now, as far as it goes for, do I need to upgrade? If you're, again, just as a review, if you're someone who, again, for the everyday person out there, if you're carrying an iPhone anywhere from 12 and before, go ahead and upgrade to the 13 Pro. If Dynamic Island is a feature that really catches your fancy, you like the way it looks, and being able to access apps through that little cutout punch hole in the screen, that really piques your interest, then go ahead, get it, And if you're someone who, like me, already has the iPhone 13 Pro, last year's model pretty much, no. Why would you? I mean, realistically, outside of a somewhat better camera, action mode, and 4K 60 on cinematic mode now. The phones look the same. You know, they realistically look the same. So why would you? You're not getting a different look of phone. The feel is the same, just a slightly bigger camera bump. And outside of that, you know, and of course the dynamic island, which is just, I'll never get used to saying that name. It's just a ridiculous name. Why not like Apple Eyelid, or I don't know. I don't work for Apple, so I'm not part of their R&D, so I don't come up with their names. But Dynamic Island just doesn't hit. It's not hitting. But regardless, for someone like me, it makes no sense to upgrade. Upgrading to the iPhone 14 Pro, the only reason I could justify me getting that is because I'm one of those people who, not saying I am, I would have to be one of those, I would fall in the category of someone who needs to have the latest and greatest phone. I need to have the current phone of the current year. And outside of that, it doesn't make fiscal sense. So with that being said, everybody, I just want to say thank you again. Really have fun doing these videos. I'm going to start making it in my business to make more long form content instead of just ODing with the shorts. If you found the information in this video useful in any way, shape, or form, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and again, let's blow this thing up, you know? The more interaction, the more engagement, the better. I can use all the support you guys can muster. And again, this channel is just meant for you guys, so you have a second opinion to help making really important purchasing decisions in the future. And yeah, again, I appreciate you for liking. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. And yeah, see you in the next video.